In yesterday's video, I mentioned to y'all that prepper community has grown. However, there is a significant noise up there from prepper channels that, provide advice with, quite frankly, no experience whatsoever. The other thing that I would like to talk is the walls built in the prepper community. And I'm referring to those walls as the C's of prepping. Yes, those C's of prepping that came about in the mid 2000, implemented by Dave. I think it was from the Pathfinder School. He opened that. Really good base, to tell you the truth. I'm not going to deny that they're really good base. However, people's mindsets have become so rigid, and if it's not within those C's of prepping, no, you're doing it wrong. I'm here to tell you that you not being able to be flexible is what making you wrong. Forget about those C's of prepping and whatnot. That was a good start back then. We are right now 2024. Lots of years have passed, and your inability to move beyond what's in front of you, that cookie cutter, is hindering you. So let's break those walls, and quite frankly, let's evolve with time. There's nothing wrong with evolving with time, and that is something that I really want to push forward in here. Let's tear down those walls. Let's grow, because otherwise, what are we going to do? Or what is that you going to do? Are you going to continue making fire with flint and steel? Really? Because now we have better ways to make fire. Are you going to be cooking in an open flame? You know how inefficient that is? Listen, technology is not a bad thing. Knowing the basics is not a bad thing. But you just refusing to embrace what you have on your fingertips, that is a bad thing. A real bad thing. Let me ask you this. What is going to cook a meal faster? That open flame or this little thing? This little device? This will. This is going to take a lot less time. What is going to cook faster? What is? A rabbit, or you choose pouring water on this? This. Don't fool yourself. You know that I'm speaking the truth. Is it good to do it a rabbit in an open fire? It's delicious. It is delicious. But don't limit yourself to just one way. You have to be able to pivot at any given time. So I want you to look at those C's of prepping as a good start. But don't for 1 second think that they are written on stone, because they're not. In fact, a lot of those things actually have a lot of issues. And I will say this, none of those things focus on mental strength, something that you really have to be strong on. I mean, let me put it like this. You are in the middle of nowhere. A lot of people say, oh yeah, go hunting, this and that. But nobody loses cell phone reception. Nobody. Very few. You are in the middle of nowhere. No help whatsoever. Do you know how to deal with that? Do you? Because when you look back and you look forward and you don't see nothing, that sinks in. And I guarantee you that those who have experienced that, their first thought comes into mind is like, holy shit, I'm alone. Let me know down in the comment section below whether or not I'm speaking the truth. Because this is the thing that people don't tell you. And they don't tell you guys because they really have no experience. And that's the thing. I share with y'all a video that I went scouting the other day. That was just me. Just me and my little rifle. That's it. Of course I had a sidearm right next to me. Of course. But I was mainly scouting for birds, for rabbits, small game, nothing more, nothing less. And the fact of the matter is that when I did my video on the 22, that the 22, to me, is the best prepper gun that you can ever get. A lot of folks immediately jumping like, oh, no. The AR-15 is. Listen, if you shoot a bird with a 5.56, you ain't got no bird left. You know why I say, hey, a 22. You know why? Because I had shot those birds with 22 Magnum, and there was nothing left. Nothing. I had shot the same birds with 17 HMR. It was nothing left. I don't come here telling you all, oh yeah, you should do this because, you know, I read it in the book. I told you a 22 because it left a nice hole and I was able to use the meat. That is why. But people are so accustomed to go across all the channels and the channels spewing bullshit that when it comes truth or across the truth, they don't know how to identify it. When I show you the stuff that I show you, it's because we have tested. We go out all the time and we test our stuff. I'm not here to sell you anything at all, period. I don't care if you buy anything. That's your damn problem. But I'm here to tell you what works and what doesn't. So keep that in mind. For example, you see on my back. What you see in my back is the two bags that I predominantly use. One right above me is my winter bag. Hence the little thing that I have on with the snowflakes. What you see, this one right here, this one is my summer bag. My winter bag is a lot bigger. My winter bag, and I weighed them before I did this video, weighs 33 pounds. 33 pounds. And I still believe it's too heavy. It has everything that I need for Alaska, for a winter in Alaska. The other one, it has everything that I need for summer in Alaska. I mentioned to you all, guys, having a stainless steel, and this is my thermos, but I just want to give you an example. Having a stainless steel in winter and putting that thing in your mouth to drink water, you're going to lose half of your damn lips. But people without experience don't tell you that. Well, you know what they tell you? Oh, yeah, get a Pathfinder cup, you know, a single wall so you can melt snow, blah, 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 blah. Guys, they tell you that because that's what they read somewhere, because that's what they saw somewhere, and they're regurgitating again. Again and again and again. What have I told you here? Hey, don't do that. Do not do that. You're gonna get all your skin left in those damn things. In fact, if I remember correctly, I told you all, do not use a metal spoon during winter. Don't get a plastic one. The thing is, you have to understand, knowledge comes from being out there. Plain and simple. The C's of prepping, shelter, cutting tools, all of that, it's just a list. But you cannot be rigid in the way that you do things, because otherwise, what the fuck are you doing? You're limiting yourself. If you come here and you tell me, well, you need to carry like 5 ways to make fire. When you start putting redundancies over redundancies, everything starts to get big, real big, and real heavy. Can you realistically tell me right now, I can throw a backpack of 70 pounds and go up a hill, no problem? I mean, you know why mine weighs 33 pounds? Because it's comfortable. 33 pounds It's not a lot. You know why this one right here only weighs 14 pounds? And by the way, both with water. And I'm going to say something else because a lot of people don't understand this. You know why I carry that? The way I carry it and the pounds that I carry? Because it's easier. Easier to maneuver. Very easy. And the big one, I have everything that I need for winter. It's a little bulkier. And it weighs a little bit more because I have extra water. That is the reason why it weighs a little bit more. It weighs a little bit more because I have a hatchet, and you can see it right here, a hatchet that I do not have for a summer one because I don't need it. You see what I'm saying? So those are the things that you really have to worry about. And I mentioned to y'all that I carry extra water. This one right here have double the amount of water that this one right here. Why? I don't want to spend time melting snow. Have you ever melt snow? You're going to have to melt and go through a lot of fuel to get enough water. So I have it with me. The other one, this one right here, I only have one. I have the stainless steel cup in there. I also have a thermocell. I hear this all the time. Just spray yourself and you'll be fine. Thermocell works awfully good. Why do you need to spray yourself with chemicals and shit when this works perfectly fine and you're not spraying anything on you? Why not utilize the technology that you have at your fingertips? Why not? Oh, just get yourself full of mud. You're fucking with me, right? You're really fucking with me. You don't know what is in that mud. If you have an open wound, it's going to get infected. Seriously? What the hell? These are the type of things that I often hear, that I often see. The type of walls that I'm fixing to bring down when it comes to prepping. I will call out the nonsense, whether people like it or not. If people don't like it, too bad. If people like it, rock on. But I'm here to tell you that growth should not be stopped by any rules or any walls that other people have put in place. They put those seeds of prepping because at the very beginning, when prepping started to get mainstream media or more into people's hands, aka YouTube and whatnot, because that's where people start getting into like, oh, let's prepare, let's do bushcraft, let's do this. Otherwise, it was just normal living, hunting, and that's it. People practice. People went to the woods to have fun and to enjoy. Now everything is like, oh, you got to do this. You make sure you have to feather the stick, so otherwise it won't get catch on fire. Are you shitting me? Seriously? This I hear this a lot of times. This is something that I have recommend a lot of people to do. Listen, I live in Alaska where it gets fucking cold. Awfully cold. And I told you all, listen, having this type of things on you is life-saving. I have it in my packs. Both of them. The way that I do it is 3. 1 for your chest, hand warmers, and 2 toe warmers. That way you don't have to have so much clothes on you. No, a wool blanket will be good enough. Wool blanket keeps you heat. This provides heat. The nonsense, I'll tell you. The nonsense. So, I would like you all to start thinking about these things and put in the comment section the nonsense that you have heard over the years. I'm not saying that the seeds of prepping are bad. No. It did have a time. It was a good framework when prepping started going mainstream. But like everything, we need to evolve. We need to evolve because otherwise, like the Neanderthal, we will be extinct. As simple as that. With that being said, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like always, rock on, prep on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.